Texas Secretary of State Jane Nelson and Governor Greg Abbott are helping election fraud? Well, here's how. In March of last year, volunteers used public information law to obtain Texas voter rolls so they could begin looking for fraudulent registrations that could be used for illegal votes. Nelson, who was appointed by Governor Abbott, is responsible for managing Texas voter rolls. Each month leading up to the election, volunteers requested, paid for out of their pockets, and received properly formatted voter roll data. This data was provided on time in a usable format in March, April, May, June, July, August, and September. But at the most critical times in October, just 1 month before the election, and in November, Nelson did not provide the voter roll data. At first, phone calls to Nelson's staff asking for this data were ignored. Then the answer was given that there was an issue with the formatting that they could not explain. Weeks later, scrambled, useless data was provided. Voter rolls for December, 1 month after the election, were requested and paid for. This timely, usable, properly formatted data was provided. Abbott appointee Jane Nelson and her staff had intentionally or through incompetence effectively blocked the audit. Volunteers have paid Nelson almost $18,000 for essential data that was made useless. Nelson was able to provide proper voter roll data for 7 months without delay, then during the most important months would not provide the data. When the data was less important, she provided it without incident. Are we supposed to believe this is coincidence? Are Nelson and Abbott corrupt or incompetent? Have you had enough of this abuse from your public officials? Let them know what you think. Contact information is on the screen.